Thank you, Zach. Yeah, it's an exciting week. Obviously, everybody's back. We had our first team meeting on Sunday. We will have two short workouts on Friday and Saturday, and then first team practice is Sunday by NCAA rule, and then 2 days later we play the pro guys. So you know, it's an exciting time for us. We're the Crosstown Showdown has been an outstanding thing for our program. I think moving into the fall has been a real positive for our team and for the community. And it's just, we wanted to create more of a festival-like atmosphere. So, you know, home run derby beforehand, I think the atmosphere has turned into just that, and it's been a lot of fun for our guys. So we, you know, we'll have in a 7-inning game, we'll have each guy throw 1 inning. It's an interesting time of the year for us because guys are coming off of summer ball and they've had a couple weeks off. So really trying to ease them back into fall baseball right now for us, and so we figured we'd throw them out against the pro team and sink or swim on that night, I guess. But it's the start of our fall season, I guess. Fall practice season will be done in the middle of October, and it's just, like I said, an outstanding way to generate a lot of enthusiasm for our program, both in the community and within our own locker room. And it's like I said, it'll be a lot of fun. We did lose some guys from the pro draft. So there's some unknowns, as there usually is every year when we take the field, but we'll play a lot of different guys. We've got 35 guys on the roster. Not all 35 will play, but we'll do our best to get as many of those guys in there as we can. Each pitcher will throw 1 inning, so we'll throw hopefully 7 guys, and hopefully we're playing in the bottom of the 7th inning and move forward from there. But again, a great way to kick it off for us, and thank you to the Lansing Lugnuts, Nick Reeser, Taylor Parsons, and that their whole staff over there for allowing this to happen, because it is my 12th one, hard to believe, but it really has been kind of a thing that we recruit to in our program, an opportunity for our guys to kind of live out a taste of what their dreams are in playing pro baseball. So, questions at all?
I'm just curious, will you have any true freshmen playing? So they're just getting on campus right now, they get right on the field in this situation?
We will. We don't have many true freshmen this year, but I think all of them will play. Dylan Karp is an infield from the Detroit area who will play in the infield during that game. Zach Hopman is a young man who is from Brighton who may pitch in that game, but I'm sure he would get an at-bat. You know, the one true freshman that we do have that will definitely not play will be Adam Berghorst, who will be playing football, and so he'll be getting ready for the next home game. But yeah, we'll have, you know, those guys. We'll run them all out there for an inning, and again, I think it's a big part of their experience here at Michigan State. Hopefully, playing in front of 10 to 12,000 people and a great crowd and a beautiful atmosphere. I think it's something that's exciting for those guys.
Jake, I want to ask you about Berghorst. I know he's playing football. That's where his scholarship is, so it's all of his attention. But when he got here, did he come over for any meetings? What are your initial, if you had him, what are your initial thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're excited that he's here. You know, for sure, he was a 14th round draft pick, I believe, and had a decision to make over the summer. And so we're glad that he decided to come to Michigan State. He's involved primarily and exclusively, I guess, with football right now. We went over to practice last week and had a chance to talk to him a little bit. You know, the way the NCAA rules are structured now, you only get, those guys get 20 hours a week, and that's with, you know, with both sports, you know, they're combined, I guess. So he's got to stay within that 20 hours, and obviously that's all going to go toward football. So anything he does baseball related now will be kind of on his own until we get into January, and then, you know, Coach D and I will sit down and talk about his schedule. But you know, he's a talented kid. He's big, strong. He's got a good arm with a good breaking ball, and he's going to see some significant innings for us. So you know, we're excited that he's here. I'm excited that he gets to run out of that tunnel, you know, 7 times at home here at Spartan Stadium, and you know, we'll get a uniform to fit him, and because he's one of the biggest kids that we've had probably ever in our program. But and more than that, he's an unbelievable kid with a tremendous work ethic, and I think playing 2 sports at this level, at any level, is difficult. Playing 2 sports at this level doesn't happen a whole lot anymore, but I think if there's a kid that can handle it, Adam's one.
The showdown is a week from tonight, right, Steve?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
week from tonight.
Right.
Same thing.
If today's Tuesday, then yes.
A little more on the showdown. By moving it to fall a few years ago, has this worked? Has it been better? Is it here to stay?
Well, yeah, all very good questions. I think it has worked. I think better as far as weather-wise, yes, I think so. I mean, as we all know, we roll the dice in the spring. We've had great nights in the spring where we've played in front of 13,000 and we've been rained out several times. For me in the spring, it's always been on a Thursday, which has been the day before a Big Ten series, which can be a little bit difficult as far as planning is concerned. So this probably works out logistically a little bit better. It does force us to start our practices, fall practice, a little bit sooner, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's that big a deal. So yeah, I think they're all positives, especially with throwing the home run derby in there, coming off a holiday weekend, with a chance of weather being good, coming off a big football game on Friday night and leading into the next one. I think just the atmosphere around here in the fall is one that lends itself to to being a really neat event. And I think what I don't think we thought about necessarily, maybe I thought about, but what shouldn't go unnoticed is the Lugnuts' willingness to play in this game. They're coming off of not only spring training, but then 44 game season, and for them to stick around an extra day to play the college guys is pretty unheard of. And so for the way that the Blue Jays, and especially the Lugnuts and their players have handled it with the utmost professionalism, has really made it a great experience for our team. But in talking to Nick and those guys with the Lugnuts, I think they enjoy it as well. So I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Jake, I'm curious the impact that the run that Michigan went on has on your program. Is it negative because it's your rival succeeding, or is it good because it kind of raised the profile of the conference?
Well, I said it before, I think it shows people in our league, or outside of our league, what our league has been about. And I think, we've been saying all along there's good baseball in our league. And I think that just is another avenue for people to understand that there's good baseball in this conference. And I certainly don't think that our conference gets its due on a national level. And I think those guys making a run helps, without a doubt. Whether it hurts us or not, I don't think it does necessarily. I don't think it's really a factor either way. But again, I do think it's outstanding publicity for our conference. I think it's a great example of when a team gets hot, what can happen. And so, we use that with our guys too. I think, you go back to some of the other northern schools, Stony Brook a few years ago, Kent State, all the way back to even Fresno State in 2009 when they won it as a 4 seed, very similar. Each team was probably one pitch away from not getting into the tournament, as was Michigan, but then, you give them a lot of credit because they got hot at the right time. And we tell our guys all the time, it's not as far away as you think it is. It doesn't have to be as far away as you think it is, and good for them, they proved it. But yeah, I think for our conference, no question, is a positive for our league.